Welcome back to Game Does Play Games, where you can watch games, practice game design, and we are back with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Literature Club.
I'm going to read my poem to Yuri first.
All right, because Yuri's the bomb.
That's who we got the hots for, apparently.
All about the Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today.
Nah. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Crizzes. This one might be even better than yesterday's.
This one makes me hot.
How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear
palms
sweaty.
Are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. I'm not used to this.
Dude, it did make her hot. Used to what?
I don't know.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I have to
masturbate
right now.
furiously.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's fine. Take your time.
Demonetized.
Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer her that patience to her.
Just so wonderful, really. Just how wonderful.
What a genuine
right?
good guy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Well, even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Hot.
The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments in its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
She will devour us. Okay, yeah, that's it. I definitely thought that tendencies said tentacles at first, and I was like, whoa!
No, tendencies. Definitely said tendencies. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I'm the raccoon.
I'm gonna die.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, I can take. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted it to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Chris's?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
There's a sock in my drawer, and I guess I never show that to anybody. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it is difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Krizzes.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. I'm just reading things. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, now we'll do the same order.
Yeah, we'll just say Yari.
Sayori, oh boy.
Oh! I like this one, Krizzes. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does it mean that it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's just why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure exactly how it works. Again, I guess, is this me or is this her?
That's you.
Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to worry about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
I'm a deep well of sadness. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you that rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
F off. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Krizzes. I should go write that down then. So, can you read my poem now? Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go.
Oh boy.
Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
That's pretty dark too.
Yeah, that's...
Damn.
There's some interesting writing.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually pretty good writing. Like
I think the poems are particularly like well thought out because it's like both explores a character. It also has an interesting flow, an interesting structure.
Yeah, each one.
All of them also kind of like foreshadow in their own ways.
What's going on? It adds like a layer of complexity that I didn't realize this game was gonna have.
Yeah.
And it's kind of surprising in a nice way. You know, I'm a fan of poetry. I think that's a big part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool to see what they say, because it does mean so much. It's interesting. Like I said, you get a lot of variety from it. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. More like you sold your soul to the devil to kind of get this ability kind of thing. But maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. That's... The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best.
It's the shit.
I'm gonna keep writing until I die, which could be
probably
tomorrow.
Will. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later.
Ooh, she's gonna drop you.
Oh shit, I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to believe that to be pessimistic. For me to be pessimistic.
Natsuki.
Natsuki!
Alright, time for the Chris show. The Chris show.
I liked your last one better.
Wow.
Eh? Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat.
Wow, what a mean person.
Well, hey, you know what? Honestly, that's better feedback than anyone else has given us.
That's
So
true. Yeah, Yuri's like, put it in me. And then like Sayori's like, I like poems.
And I'm like, wow, this is the first good feedback. Now I kind of like Natsuki more. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point.
Yep, like Natsuki last now.
Yup.
Didn't take long.
Yuri's head over heels for this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha!
Look at you with my tooth.
Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Fuck Amy. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
What a weird ass poem you wrote there, Natsuki.
Yeah, this was not bad, right? That's the shit. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward.
I hate Amy.
Fuck Amy. I doubt I have to explain
Absolutely
it.
not.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree, that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter. It can't be about everything. I wrote it to be easily to relate to.
Yeah, you got this, man. You got it. I believe you.
Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But it just makes people stupid. Who cares if what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn respect for others liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote something about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she'd said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies.
My tooth is back out again.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Well, we got about a minute. Want to do Monica's and then?
Yeah, let's go through hers.
All right. Hi again, Chris.
Hi.
How's the writing going?
Great.
All right, I go.
All right, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
Me either. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
No, sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica.
All right. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
No. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. God, but still defending her like that? You must be pretty into her.
Shut up! No, I'm not. You're completely misunderstood.
Calm down. I'm kidding. No one would like her. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Oh,
she's got one of those kwais. Whatever they're called.
She has a waifu.
Waifu, that's what it's called. Is that the same thing for husbands, though? Would it still be a waifu?
I mean, no, yeah. Waifu's definitely like a guy who has a pretend wife, like anime wife.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe husbandu.
Husbu.
Husbandu.
Hubu.
Monica whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but well, there's not
really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Because this can be so deep. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. That noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
What?
Get it? Save me, load me.
Oh, meta. That's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Everyone's been talking about magic and writing. That's exactly what Sayori said.
I mean,
the way I spoke, wrote the lines really short, make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Oh yeah, it starts to get meta.
Yeah, but here we go. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Like this god. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right, let's stop there.
All right, just
let's save here though.
Just for sake
Pod
of
2.
I wanna I just wanna look. I just wanna see. Just for sake of knowing.
I'll go page 9.
Just
okay.
So there's no like secret save
Yeah,
thing.
just wanted I get your idea behind that.
You
Okay.
never know though, man. They might have hidden some weird thing in
Oh,
here.
dude, right?
And that's totally something I would do too. Be like, when you load this, everything changes.
The game changes.
So okay, we
Question.
finally saw where the meta starts to begin.
Yeah.
It's day 2 of showing poems, so
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I was just wondering like when we'd start to see the weird stuff,
Yeah.
and it seems like day 3 of the poems would probably
It's
be
gonna be
that
when
point
things
to like
start to get-
really break that.
Well, I think
mold.
whatever we're about to see next too is going to be. I think whatever we see next is going to be like the beginning.
I mean, like this is the first time they've broken the fourth wall.
Well, and then that was so good with Monica. It's like I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Like, is that even about right?
Is that even writing? It's like, why?
Mhm. So this should be interesting.
Yeah. So question of the day.
Question of the day. I mean, maybe what is a good way to slowly introduce something like breaking the fourth wall, especially with that as a theme.
Yeah.
They in this case they kind of just dropped it in a dialogue line.
Yes.
But going forward, I guess what would you expect is an appropriate way of continuing this
I like
pattern.
that. I like that. If you guys haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do that so we can keep making crazy awesome videos. And like this if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time on Doki Doki Literature Club.
Bye.
Doki Doki.